Captain Doug Stanford with Texas Fish Tips. It's your weekly fishing report.
Well, starting out here at the jetties, there's still some bull reds out here. Inside of that north jetty at the very end, about 35 foot of water, there's a lot of bull reds. If you got your live mullet, finger mullet, got some cut mullet, cut menhaden or whole menhaden, any of that works. Even shrimp will work. Just drop it down on the bottom, put you about a 5/6 hook, about a 3-ounce egg sinker on top of it, just a grouper weight. Drop it down, bounce it on the bottom, hold it a few minutes, bounce every once in a while, not all the time, and those fish will nail it. Today we were catching redfish just every drop. There's a lot of reds out there. There's not any slots. The slots are way up by the banks is where they're at, and shallow, but there is a lot of them. There's jacks out there. There's sharks, just about everything. And there's some state water snappers still out here. So if you want to go get some of those, go get them. Over by the Fena docks at incoming tide in the morning, right down through here has been some good trout. Croaker's the way to go. You throw your shrimp, you catch a few of them, but croaker's been catching the most. All right, you kayakers, it's a good place to get in. Right here at the sailboat channel, there's also some drum right in this little cut right here. And hold some drum in there. You can move your boat with a trolling motor. Try not to spook them. They'll come up and show themselves every once in a while. Sometimes you just see a big muddy spot. That's where they're at. You have to take a lot of shrimp with you. Throw it on the bottom out here on a jig head, or you can throw it out here free line, live shrimp, whichever you want. But there's redfish in here, a lot of rat reds, but there is a few good reds mixed in here. Same way at the end of this Y channel right here. It's been holding some black drum and a few small reds. All down Quarantine Shoreline, right down through, has been holding some nice trout. Croaker's the way to go. There's not a whole lot of them. There is some nice ones in there. Also, there's redfish up on this bank. If you throw some cut menhaden or cut mullet up on that bank, there's been some nice reds. Same way this whole down Trailer Island. Any of these down through here has been holding some redfish and some trout. The trout like about 5-6 foot of water out here. Get out here and get some croaker and just go to popping them a little bit. Let them swim around, pop them a little bit, do it again. There has been a few small drum in trout by you right down through here on shrimp on the bottom. All right, out here in the middle of Corpus Christi Bay, there's several big rigs. There's a lot of small rigs. They're holding trout. We've had some nice ones today using shrimp. You can use your croaker. Shrimp catches it all. You catch a lot of small ones, but you'll catch big ones along with it. The bigger ones seem to work better than the smaller rigs, but they're all over here. Then also, when it gets a little sun gets up about 9-10 o'clock, you can get under these Nueces Bridge. Be careful, there's pilings inside here, but there's been some black drum, there's been trout, and some keeper trout, there's been some mangroves, there's been sheep's head, just about everything else you can think of in here. Either side of that big opening right here where the boats in the harbor and the barges go through, but it's been really good in here. Also, if you go all down the Portland shoreline, all the way down, you'll start seeing these piers. If it's not too windy, get out here and get after them. There's black drum on them. There's trout hanging around them. Any of these. There's also a few redfish. If you throw up shallow enough, there'll be some redfish in there. The cut mullet works best for them. But the croaker's been working the best for the trout. You can use a shrimp, but it's so dirty here, it's kind of hard for them to find it. Bigger shrimp seems to work better for me. And then use some dead shrimp along these pilings, old pilings here for the black drum.
For watching, I'm Captain Doug Stanford.